Hello my little thieves, it is Phantom here, and welcome back to another stream. I do apologize for yesterday. I was really tired and I ended up sleeping throughout the night. I did wake up at some point to clean up something, but that was about it. I'm still kinda tired. Tournament was also cancelled yesterday because 2 of our teammates weren't there, so the tournament still went on. We just forfeited our games for yesterday for this week, unfortunately. And yeah, so yesterday's stream has been moved to today. We will now be playing some Genshin. We will be doing the event that is currently out. What are we doing? I'm not sure. I just know that we're gonna do Beetle things. Before we can even do that, we have to do this. I don't know what this is. The gourmet... Oh, this one. Let's quickly do this first, then. I hope everybody's had a wonderful day, or evening, or whatever in between that they're doing. I have had a very eventful last few hours that has sapped my energy and I'm super tired because of it. It's okay. Did I TP to the wrong one? I did. Wow, I am dumb. I thought it was in Inazuma City. It's not. So I have to do this first. Oh, right. Let me just put this on. Okay, all looks good. Oh, these ones don't have seeds, we can't plant these. That's unfortunate. Okay. These are... Dude, they don't perceive. Cool. Oh, traveler! How does the crab catching harvest? Oh, this crab looks pretty good. You're a dab hand at this, aren't ya? Well then, since we've got all our ingredients, let's begin cooking post-haste. Let me prepare for a while, traveler. Please wait here. Shh. Korayaki. Why is it called Korayaki, I wonder? Well, I guess we'll make it first and ask questions later. Aha, here we go. Crab roe Korayaki. I'll have one. This is great. Give me one of the smaller ones. I thought I'd be able to finish the one that's too large. And this serving's for you, traveler. Here. Why don't you take a copy of the recipe too? This dish shouldn't be too hard to make, so you can try it yourself if you like. We'll probably head to the vicinity of Yashiori Island next. Go look for us there, if you've got the time. Alright, time to grab a bite for myself. Hey, Julia, leave one for me.
We've been on a hot streak lately, haven't we? Let's grab some new commissions to keep our momentum up.
Yo, that is so offensive right there. Hello, you're not allowed to do that to me. That is so rude.
Gather.
Off to the Adventurers Guild we go! Who knows? Maybe Catherine already has something
That
lined
is
up.
so rude. That was incredibly rude. How dare they do that? Excuse me. Okay, let's go speak with Catherine. Excuse me.
Come on, boss. You can't just let this one slide. You've painstakingly built up a reputation as the bona fide Beetle Battle King. You can't let that brat get away scot-free.
Yeah, that little punk must have used some underhanded trick to catch you off guard. I just know it.
Hey, chill, boys, chill. Relax. I just underestimated my opponent. And can you blame me with how boring the kid looked? So, yeah, no worries. That fight didn't count. Anyway, enough about that. We're gonna stick to the plan, all right? The almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating Extreme Beetle Brawl is going ahead. Then we'll bring out Crimson Staff. You know, the one I've been training for years. Just imagine it. A whole audience cheering me on as Crimson Staff gets ready to crush its opponent. That kiddo will be trembling with fear. No tricks this time, no sir. Just an easy win for Ito.
All right, boss, way to go.
But we don't know when Shinobu's coming back. Where do we even start with organizing the almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating Extreme Beetle Brawl? Based on our experience with the almighty Arataki Great and Glorious Drum-Along Festival, we'll need to register the event with the Tenryo Commission and obtain a permit. And I think we also need proof of a venue rental. We're going to need to pay for all that stuff somehow. If we want the Extreme Brawl to be even more extravagant than the Drum-Along Festival, we'll need to spend at least 3 times the Mora.
Stop! We don't say Tenryo Commission out loud, okay? It gives me migraines. So we need some funds, huh? Easy. Just need to tweak our 3-day weekend policy, as well as our 1-day week policy. Let's work flat out and do 2 days on, 4 days off. That way, we'll work an extra 4 days between us, which means we'll earn 4 times as much. We'll be raking in the Mora.
Amazing, boss! Then all we need to figure out is how to make up the numbers for our team. And it doesn't matter who we pick, because you're practically a one-man army.
Shoot, that's right. That brat said he'll be bringing 5 of his top guys to fight us fair and square. But boss, you're the only one in our gang who's any good at beetle fighting.
Guess you better get good.
If they come at you in waves, you're gonna have a hard time no matter how good you are.
Come on, you two. It's a little early to be getting cold feet. You're thinking too many steps ahead. Where's your Arataki gang attitude? Come on! I'll find a way to deal with this. Easy peasy, lavender melon squeezy. Maybe I can hit up my usual beetle fighting crowd. Or maybe I can visit Naganohara Fireworks and see if I can rope that gal into it. Oh, scratch that. If I did that, then news of me losing to that brat would spread around Hanamizaka. Ugh, my reputation would never recover.
True. So, Bullchucker, what are you up to this time?
Oh, you scared me. When did you get here?
Oh, we've been here for quite a while, haven't we?
Seriously? We've been standing here for ages. We were headed to the Adventurers Guild, but then we saw you causing a commotion and talking about your next harebrained event idea.
Extraordinary, exhilarating beetle battle brawl?
Hey, don't forget the extreme part. Can't do without the coolest bit of the name, you know? Compadre, you'll understand my passion for beetle fighting eventually. You just need more practice.
So you're looking for a way to recover your pride after a humiliating defeat, are you?
What? No, come on, it's not like that. I was ambushed. Ambushed, I'm telling ya.
That's right. Some poser calling himself Grandmaster Hanakato challenged the boss in a brief moment of exhaustion after an intense beetle battling session. He used a ridiculously huge Oni Kabuto and flipped boss's beetle over in a matter of seconds. And then he said something like, "Welcome to the world of real beetle fighters."
Mamoru. Easy on the details, my dude.
I think I understand the situation.
Anyway, compadre, I've heard that you're talented at pretty much everything. You pick up new skills almost instantly, and before you know it, you're a pro.
That's me.
Paimon knows what you're going to say next, Bullchucker. They're going to ask us to avenge you and defeat that Grandmaster Hanakato for free, aren't you?
For free? Flying lavender melon. Do you really think that I, Arataki Ito, have no code of honor?
The way he said that. So affectionately.
Listen, compadre, if you do this for me, I'll buy you both lunch for the next 2 months. One bowl of signature ramen every day for 2 whole months. How's that sound?
I highly doubt that.
One bowl every day? Oh, now that's an offer worth considering.
Why are you being so generous?
That's the result of Boss's hard-won victory. Some little phony was going around calling himself the bona fide Beetle Battle King, and Boss couldn't put up with that. So, Boss challenged him and said whoever wins gets the title. After 92 brutal rounds of Beetle battling that lasted 1 full day and night, the Boss finally emerged victorious.
Why do I get the feeling that...
But the kid offered Boss a 1 free bowl of ramen daily coupon from his family's ramen stall in exchange for giving the title back in 2 months. We don't know how good his family's ramen is, but the sheer quantity being offered made it too good to refuse. Besides, Boss's Beetle fighting techniques are improving so fast that he'll easily have won a more impressive title by 2 months from now. It's a great deal. The only slight snag is, we forgot to ask him where the ramen stall is.
Don't sweat the details. Anyway, compadre, flying lavender melon, that's my offer. All that ramen just for you.
Wait! We haven't agreed yet!
I've already challenged this Grandmaster kid, and he accepted. He's gonna bring some reinforcements with him to face off against us. As for the venue, I think I have an idea. But first, compadre, I'm gonna need you to do me a solid and sort out all the pesky paperwork at the Tenryou Commission.
I'm sorry, but I don't recall ever agreeing to this.
Sound good? Good. All right then, my compadre and melon duo, let's hop to it.
Sheesh! Ito sure seems excited about all this. Ugh, guess there's no backing out now, huh? We might as well go along with this. We just have to learn how to Beetle fight and help him beat his opponents, right? Sounds simple enough.
We'll be pro Nakibutos in no time.
Ugh, listen to you. Is Bullchecker's childishness really that infectious?
Hell no.
Because one Ito is more than enough.
And one of you is more than enough as well. Oh.
Not bad. Mamoru and Akira have delivered the goods. Let's start setting this baby up. Ow! Now this is what I call an arena. Looking pretty good. Booyah, compadre! I didn't know you were so handy with this kind of thing. And this awesome poster I made is the cherry on top. It captures the mood perfectly.
Great carpentry, Traveler! And great artwork, Boss.
This place seems pretty far from Inazuma City. You sure anyone's gonna show up to watch?
Oh, you bet they will. When you're as famous as I am, people will flock to watch you. I heard this is the spot where they held the sword fighting contest during the Iridori Festival. That makes this the ideal venue for Onikabuto duels. Next up, time to show you my invincible Onikabuto, Crimson Staff.
Oh, it really is a red Onikabuto! Amazing!
It's as if it's imbued with pyro.
Huh. Paimon didn't expect you to put in this much effort. Where did you find this Onikabuto anyway? Can Paimon take a closer look?
Go ahead, feast your eyes. But I'm afraid I can't tell you what makes Crimson Staff such a special specimen. That's my little secret.
You don't know, do you?
Huh? That smells so familiar. What is that? Wait, Valberry Jam?
Huh? What? Oh, you're imagining things. You must be, like, super hungry or something. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Boss, you haven't applied a protective coating on top of the war paint yet, right? If it rains, then the 9,000 mora we spent on the imported jam is gonna go to waste.
Don't worry. The almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating extreme Beetle Brawl hasn't started yet. There's still time to give Crimson Staff one last layer of protective coating. All right, you guys go grab some flyers and start bringing in the crowds. In the meantime, I'll be helping my compadre and Flying Lavender Melon here get up to speed. After that, we'll celebrate over a meal. So much going on. I've really got my work cut out for me today.
Something tells me that this Oni Kabuto is not actually red.
This your venue? Not bad. Bigger than I expected.
Wow, what a cocky kid.
It's Grandmaster Hanakato! He's here!
Wait, what? You're not supposed to know about this place yet.
Aren't you forgetting something? Bonafide Beetle Battle King? We elite beetle fighters can sense each other's presence. Or how else would we have crossed paths last time? Looks to me like you're still busy frantically preparing. Is that because you don't have a clue how to beat us?
No. In case you didn't know, me and my Oni Kabuto gotta get our brainwaves in sync before a battle. And until we're ready to roll, I always conserve my energy and keep a low profile. I just underestimated the strength of your beetle battler's sixth sense is all.
Huh? So that's the kid Ito lost to? Yeah, he does look pretty normal. But the way he talks is pretty unique. It almost feels like he was born to be Bullchucker's arch nemesis.
We should let them catch up for a bit first.
Grandmaster Hanakato! You did well to track me down, I'm impressed.
Have you ever noticed
Looks
that
like
the
this
tall Genshin
bonafide
characters
Beetle
have
Battle
their
King
knees
needs to
very
watch
long?
out for pretenders to the throne.
What? What?
But you're about to regret showing up here uninvited because you have just earned yourselves a pre-Beetle Brawl trouncing.
Good. You seem more confident this time. And it sounds like
Well,
you
no, I
actually have a game plan. But if I crushed you right away, I'd miss out on all the fun. So I'll let my subordinates play with you first.
Using your minions to size up the competition now? Then we'll just send out Flying Lavender... Nope. If Flying Lavender Melon's representing the Arataki gang, we gotta rise to the occasion. We'll need a better title. Got it. We'll send Sky-Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon out to teach you a lesson!
What the fuck kind of a title is that?
Huh? Why Paimon?
Will it be the speed type Paimon?
Boss! Are we seriously going to fight
Hi
them
Zero,
right now?
welcome in. Also Ragna, how are you doing? I hope you're doing alright.
We haven't had time to spread the news about the match yet. Also, your compadre and your compadre's Melon haven't even tried beetle fighting before.
Oh, thanks for the posture. Fuck you. Thanks for the posture check and the hydrate.
You make a good point. But the fact is, the kid's here now, and I ain't about to back down. We'll have to put the publicity side of things on hold for now. As for beetle fighting techniques, I'll be mentoring Flying Lavender Melon. Nope. Sky-Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon from the side. Battling's the best way to learn. Doesn't matter if you lose.
Not the best day, how are you? I'm good, I just had quite a busy day today. There's a reason why I don't want to stream on lesson days is because I get quite tired after my lessons, so
Hey!
I am
why are you assuming that Paimon will
relatively
lose before
tired
it's
at
even
this
started?
very moment. But it's okay. I
Go,
missed the
White
stream
Iron Lavender
yesterday,
Melon! Show him the might of the Arataki gang!
Bruh.
Sending you out first is part of my elaborate strategy, you know. I got my inspiration from a Liyue tale that Shinobu told me. Face their strongest with your weakest, their weakest with your average, and their average with your strongest. Then you're guaranteed to win 2 out of 3 rounds. You may be talented, but you lack practical battle experience. With all the elite beetle battlers here, I'm afraid to say you're a small fry. By sending a dopey little melon up first, we can get one of their best fighters to waste all their strength on the low-flying fruit. We'll make short work of them this time.
I wonder if he realizes that he's saying this all out loud.
But according to your logic, if you're planning to face their leader, Grandmaster Hanakato, doesn't that make you our weakest fighter?
Huh? That can't be right. Ah, you little twerp. I never said my strategy was exactly the same as the one in the story.
Uh-huh.
Fine. Paimon will do it already. But prepare to eat your words, mister! Low-flying fruit. Paimon will show you!
Tap the forward button to instruct the okay. Uh-huh. Alright. Okay.
Osman.
The tall characters, right? Okay, I'm gonna get my ruler out for this. Where's my fucking ruler? I wanna see if you're actually... Hang on. No, they're not. Ragnar, what the fuck? You got me to take my ruler out for nothing.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
They're the
But where are
same! What the
those
hell?
who share the memory?
Ragnar, his thigh is literally 6 centimeters and so is his shin. Uh-huh. Their knees are not low, it just looks low. They're both 6 centimeters. What do you mean? Okay, okay. Okay.
Wait.
It's still 6 centimeters.
Whatever.
It's still 6 centimeters.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
Wait.
I think there's something wrong with your glasses. You made me check for nothing.
Whatever.
Kaya, stop moving for 2 seconds, please. My beloved, stop. Stop! There's 6 centimeters, bruh. Oh god. I'm not even joking right now. I got a ruler. I probably shouldn't have smacked my monitor like that. But I got a ruler here. And it's 6 centimeters from the hips to the knees. And to the knees to the foot. I swear. This is for all of them. It's exactly the same.
This wine tastes the same as I remember.
You made me check for nothing.
Ugh, what a puny opponent. And what a garish Onikabuto. Pathetic. You can paint your Onikabuto any color you want. The only thing that counts in battle is their electro
Pathetic.
affinity, the source of their power. Being able to pick out a prize Onikabuto from the crowd is all that matters. That's what makes or breaks every Beetle fighter.
That's a strange theory. Even Paimon knows that performance in battle matters the most. Honing your beetle fighting skills is the most important thing.
That's exactly right, Mini Melon. Nice sounding theory, but it ain't gonna help you if you don't know how to fight. Listen up, White Iron Lavender Melon. You need to watch your opponent's Onikabuto closely so you can dodge its attacks. Then in the opening right afterwards, you strike back! As long as the opponent's in range, Crimson Staff will hit him hard.
You're talking right about the M&A.
So when the opponent attacks, we get our Onikabuto to retreat. And when there's an opening, we move it forward and strike while they're still recovering.
Why are you still talking right in front of the enemies? They're literally gonna know our strategy.
Sounds simple enough. Paimon will give it a go. The Traveler heard the explanation too, so Paimon bets we're both ready for battle.
Are you seriously learning beetle fighting right before a match? You underestimate who you're up against. Enough talk. Put your Onikabuto on the table and show me what you've got.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, the babies. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nice.
Ha! Piece of cake! You don't mess with this White Iron Lavender Melon!
Amazing, Mini Melon!
That's a new one.
Whoa! Whoa! Pretty talented, ain't ya? You sure showed them who's boss. You, my little friend, have earned yourself an egg roll later today. Huh? Yeah.
Your opponent was weak.
Grandmaster Hanakato, I lost to a complete novice. I let you down.
Don't worry. It seems that there are a force to be reckoned with. We should inform the other generals to prepare for battle. You defy my expectations once again, bona fide Beetle Battle King. I didn't expect you to find such formidable warriors so quickly. From today onward, I will send one of my generals here daily to face you.
Okay.
Be sure that you survive until the final battle. Otherwise, your declaration of war will become the laughingstock of the entire beetle fighting world.
Blah, blah, blah.
Aw, wait just a minute. Leaving so soon? What are you, scared?
God.
He's so annoying. Turning up here uninvited, talking to us in that smug tone, then taking off before we're done with him.
From what Grandmaster Hanakato said, seems like he's gonna send some of his minions to challenge us.
That's right. Looks like we won't have time to make the almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating extreme beetle brawl the grandest event ever organized by the Arataki gang.
How long is this title?
Works for me. An audience would have been sweet, but at the end of the day, we came here to battle. And look at
Oops.
you flying, sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon. Defeating your first powerful enemy, starting to make a name for yourself as a fighter, huh? Really gets me into the fighting spirit. Gets me thinking about myself back in the day when I first entered the Hanamizaka beetle battling scene. Yeah, taking on the pros for the first time.
Back in my day. But you didn't exactly make a name for yourself back then, did you?
Oh, so did you also take down an expert when you first started, Bullchecker?
The boss got brutally beaten.
I think Boss is saying he was inspired by White Iron Lavender Melon's performance, because he himself was defeated back in the day.
What the fuck?
Come on, that's all in the past now. Spilled milk, water under the bridge. It's up to the three of us now. Me, the bona fide Beetle Battle King, Paimon, the sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon, and Traveler, the Oni King's right hand.
Wow. So Paimon gets a really sick fucking name, but I get the Oni King's right hand. What kind of disgusting disrespect is this?
The three of us have to unite to take down Grandmaster Hanakato and all his minions.
I hear garbage coming from your mouth.
Before we face each opponent, we need to talk strategy. As long as we win more matches than we lose, Grandmaster Hanakato will have to face me personally.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Bullchecker seems to be taking this all pretty seriously. Still, that beetle fight was pretty fun. And we do get 2 months worth of free ramen if we help him win this. Let's go along with it and do our best.
You still haven't seen me in action.
That's what I'm talking about! Just follow my lead and give your all in battle. Grandmaster Hanakato's about to get more than he bargained for.
Okay. I have to actually do the events first. Cute. Okay. Friendly spa, hone will. Okay. So there's like 3 difficulties per each one. That's interesting.
Splendid! Splendid! I did not expect the Arataki gang to defeat so many mighty beetle fighters. It seems that you are well versed in this art. I take back what I once said. You are respectable and worthy opponents, and I must face you as such, with my full strength.
Alrighty, Bullchecker, you're our leader. It's your time to shine. And, don't take what was said earlier seriously.
You're up, bona fide Beetle Battle King. What's up, Samps? Welcome
Oh,
in.
it's on! The final showdown and my soon-to-be final victory. I don't know how you've been leading your crew, but the results speak for themselves. The Arataki gang rules! Grandmaster Hanakato, get ready to battle.
Okay. How's it going? All good? Yeah, all good so far.
After many duels, your Crimson Staff has grown in strength. At least, it's far more confident than when it defeated Electra.
Oh, yeah? Hey, you have a good eye for this. Yeah, of course, its improvement is mainly thanks to my expert guidance and tuition.
Boink, boink, boink. Oh my god. Hello. What the heck? Boink, boink. Boink, oh. Boink, boink. Oh shit. Oh, he died. He died. Nice. I just went straight to him without thinking. I was supposed to go here first.
Arataki gang, I'm here to duel!
Oh, what now? Has Grandmaster Hanakato sent another kid to challenge me? Is he running out of people? Because this is some serious bottom-of-the-barrel material.
It's not you I'm after. Empty vessels make the most noise. This blonde gal, on the other hand, looks like a strong and able warrior. I take it that she's the real leader of the Arataki gang.
No, but okay, I'll take it.
Now that's what Paimon calls a good judge of character. Go on, praise her some more.
Hey,
Excuse
what are
me.
you talking about? Well, my compadre here is strong for sure, but she's just outside help. Make no mistake, there's only ever been one leader of the Arataki gang, and that is yours truly, Arataki Ito.
So, should I be called the Oni King's temporary right hand?
Hey, nice idea! The Arataki gang may not be the strongest gang in the world, but being a leader would still be pretty cool. If it's cool with you, Paimon could be called Arataki for 3 days only Paimon. Or Paimon, temporary leader of the Arataki gang.
Hey, don't let your opponent lead you astray. She's clearly just trying to sow discord. Yeah, okay. All part of a nefarious plot to turn us against each other.
Okay.
Just wait till I defeat her boss. She'll be begging to take back her words.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't care about the Arataki gang's internal affairs. I just want to battle strong opponents. Let's see just how good Blondie here is at beetle fighting.
You children are so cocky, it's actually painful. Okay, so we need to do one of each. Righto. Gremlins, all of them.
This will be a walk in the park for you.
Yeah, remember the tips that White Iron Lavender Melon and I shared with you previously. Time your moves right and catch her off guard.
Dream on. You'll never dodge my moves, because I never miss.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Oh no, I will go too early. Oh no, I had no stamina. Unfortunate. You're wicked. Come at me, little one. Come on, why you running? Why you running, bitch? Boink, boink, boink. Bonk. Okay, we got one more. Let's go. Silence! Bonk! Come at me, bruv. Bonk. Bonk. Come. Yes, come closer. Get bonk, baby. Bonk. So much beetle bonking. Beetle bonk. Bonka. Bonk. Hello. Come closer, come on. Bonk. Bonk. This fun. Wow. Wow. Okay. Next.
I will have order.
No one saw that. Number 2 is this guy. This game doing too much. I mean, it's fun.
Undisciplined, inelegant, unoriginal, uninspired, and completely uncoordinated.
Whoa. Okay, sir. You don't need to come and attack me like that.
Hey,
You're kind of
what you
asking
complaining
for
about?
it.
Oh, let me guess. All your teammates we defeated?
Ugh. I'm talking about your fighting style.
Huh? Have you been hit in the head by a specter or something? This ain't some circus show, pal. You want to know what my style is? Uncheckable strength, unwreckable will, and undefeatable beetles. That's what. I can give you a demonstration, if you dare.
Ugh. You bring back some bad memories. I do not deal well with loud and obnoxious types like you. Ah, but this blonde lady looks like easy pickings. All right, I'll challenge her.
Easy pickings, he says. Easy pickings. Ha! My oh my.
Hey, compadre! Did you hear what this joker just said? He thinks you're an easy win. So, how about you show him a little Arataki gang hospitality?
Oh no. Please don't bully me. Can you run Genshin on 8 GB
doesn't
RAM?
get it.
I have no
These
idea.
people haven't researched their opponents at all. All they're doing by coming one at a time is contributing to our winning streak. Grandmaster Hanakado's team members are a real mixed bag. They're no match for us three when it comes to strategy.
You could probably check and find out. Let's see. Considerably long distance combat fighting attacks with thunder strikes. Very agile. Okay, if you say so. Oh, look at it.
Beetle
Adorable.
battling is a spectator sport. The performance should be visually captivating, even artistic. You, however, don't seem to comprehend that.
Sheesh, this guy is pretentious. Just relax and enjoy it for crying out loud. If all you care about is how it looks, it stops being a battle and turns into a show.
You said it, White Iron Lavender Melon. Now, time to teach him a
Get
lesson,
bonked.
compadre.
Get bonked. Yeah. Get bonked. Bonk. Bonk. Wow. Oh, hi, Alcatraz. Welcome in. Come here. Why you running? Bonk. 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 Get bonked. Oh, thank you so much for the stretch and the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Ah, ice water. Ice water, so good. And thanks so much for the headpats. Ignore these. Ignore those. Alrighty. One more time. These guys will go down. Also, I was thinking on my days off, when I have the time, we will watch some Wes Anderson films together. Because I need to research, quote-unquote, some Wes Anderson films. So if you guys wanna watch some Wes Anderson films with me, you are more than welcome to come over to my Discord server and have a watch. I used to think you're flat, seems I was wrong. How dare you think I was flat? I know I'm small, but I'm not that small. Just doing some quick checks. I need to make a list of Wes Anderson films I'll watch throughout the few weeks. Because I know that I only have like 4 weeks. Oop. Why are you running away? Bam. Boom. Oh, my butt was in the way! My butt. Bonk. Well, you look great, so it's a plus either way. You thought I was flat? No, that's offensive. No, I'm joking. Thanks for the lurk, and thank you, Maple. I will be sure to do my utmost in this Beetle fighting competition. Not that it seems like much of a challenge. Okay, next Beetle. Where are these? Okay, there they are.
Sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon, I have come to avenge Electra. Prepare your Onikabuto.
Oh, interesting.
After I defeat you, I'll take down the entire Arataki gang, one member at a time.
Looks like we've got an
I thought you were like an
adult
A. I'm a B. What?
excitable than the kids.
Uh-huh. You thought I was an A? Man. I would love an A for an exam, but not an A for my body. No offense to those who do have A's. I'm sure you're all very beautiful women. There's no need to be afraid, Paimon.
Well, White Iron Lavender Melon, looks like this guy's challenging you to a duel. And there's no backing down from something like that.
I feel like women of all shapes and sizes come in very nice boing boings. Will your beef are beautiful?
Take Crimson Staff with you and go nuts!
No. I did not agree. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Impressive melee combat strength, attacks with quakes, enhanced resistance to interruptions. Okay. Ooh, this one's a big
All
boy.
right, time for sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon second match. Why is this Onikabuto so big? Seems kinda unfair.
Don't you worry, an Onikabuto that's too big is one that's too slow. It's no match for Crimson Staff.
Your worthless little Onikabuto doesn't stand a chance. Even if you gave it to me for free. It'd be a waste of precious cage space.
Oh, that's what they meant by quakes. Oops. My baby. I didn't even realize I was gonna bonk him that hard. I have never been for a booba. I'm more of an ass and size guy. Oh, I see it. That might explain why you weren't ever paying attention to any of my boobas. Any of my jiggle physics, you know. What? I dodged that shit. Hello? Oh, get wrecked. You just got bonked so hard into tomorrow. Boom. Bam! Oops. Oh my lord. These big boy bees. They're so adorable. They're so adorable. Oh, whoops. I went backwards instead of forwards. Nope. Excuse me? Control the distance. Wait, I'm so confused. Control your charge distance. Reach the exact target location using piercing strike. This one's a bit confusing. Because the shield isn't going down. Well, I usually get lost more in the eyes. Oh. Aha! There we go. I see now. What's it doing? Oh, you fuck. Okay, so I can only do that when it's doing its electro thing, I'm guessing. It's quite interesting. I suppose you're supposed to hit him at the end of the charge super ending. I think so. You. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. So it works just now, but it doesn't work then. Hi, Mark. Beetle combat? Yeah, Beetle combat. No, I'm super fucking confused. I'm not quite sure what it means. No, I'm confused. What? Ouch. Alright, I'm too far away. Yes, mature audience, don't question it, Cosmic. This beetle is nothing. Oh. Ah, no! So it doesn't even have to be that far away. Yeah, okay. Oh no, I walked into that one. It's been a while. How you been? I've been alright. Also, thanks for the hydrate there, Mark. Thank you. I'm a degenerate. Yeah, correct. I only put mature audiences just because, you know, sometimes we might spontaneously talk into those wonderful topics, like we did the other stream. Not always, though. But for now, we're babies. Oops. You. Damn it. Yeah, that was gonna hit. There we go. I let go, you piece of garbage, piece of shit. I'm cornered. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a bit harder than I thought. Hang on. So the longer the charge meter is, the farther it goes. It triggers before it triggers. Yeah, basically, I think so. Really, she just lets the F-bomb fly. That's also kind of true. I wasn't there for those topics, but I can see how it can quickly get around there. Okay.
Boats are made for transferring commodities
It
back
can,
and forth,
yes.
and those
Quite
that come across
quickly.
Leo tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
I was out of there, you piece of shit. Shit biscuits. Spunk. There we go. I have a strategy. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. What the fuck? There we go. This is so stupid. Why am I like laser focused and we're a beetle fight? Okay. Cool. There we go. We finally did it. We finally did it. Thanks for the head pats. Hang on. Thank you, Mark, for the head pats. The word fuck is a just. I have to go. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Have fun, Mark. So 4 bars for the electric and 3 for the slam. Oh, okay. I feel like it wasn't explained explicitly enough how the charge works. I feel like that is the case. It's not explicitly explained, but it's fine. We got it.
Hey! Which one of you's the ringleader? Step up. It's time to fight.
It's work, but now that you said it...
I am Grand Rook Senichi,
Good luck,
a giant
have fun.
among giants. Grandmaster Hanakato is
giant, you
demanded the
don't
head
look
of the
very tall.
Arataki gang's leader, and I'm here to collect it.
Bro, this is a beetle fight, not a battle. What the hell? If you want to battle and cut someone's head off, I'll be more than happy to draw my sword.
Whoa, he looks fierce and sounds cute.
Yeah, it's
Seems like
hard
we're
to
up
judge
against
the
a
distance.
really strong opponent this time.
No, the thing is that even at a certain distance, it doesn't quite work, and I'm not sure why. It has to be like a specific distance, and out in the open, it's really hard to judge, so that's why I kept going into that one corner.
Where do you get off, huh? And what's the big idea of putting grand in your name? You trying to steal my limelight, you little punk? Okay, giant among giants. Time to cut you down to size.
So tall. And you're an Oni.
Oh no, what happened to the confidence of your voice?
You look like you could eat me for breakfast. Why is a guy like you into beetle fighting? It's just a kid's game. What have I gotten myself into?
Oh, where did all that confidence go?
Excuse me? Kids game? Oh, you did not just say that.
Oh no, this is like saying that Yu-Gi-Oh is a kid's game.
Seems to me like you don't know the first thing about beetle fighting. Your misconception begs correcting by a veteran, my dude.
School him.
Yeah, go take him down a notch. You can do it, Bullchucker.
Looks like this is happening. Fine, bring it on.
Man, the confidence in his voice just went as soon as he saw Ito. Look at the little peewee!
Don't look down on beetle fighting, rookie. Whatever your name was. Even Paimon gets why it's fun.
And it's not just about fun either. Beetle fighting is about striving to be stronger and the spirit of competition. If you don't understand that, maybe you should find a new hobby.
I'm being out-trapped.
The little boy. Oh, the little boy. It is very fast though, this one. But it's a little boy. Look at it, so small. Alright, pop the bubble. Still hits me. Oh, that hits me too. Do you think? Go on. Oh, whoops. Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't a kid's game. Hell, the way it's nowadays, many adults can't even play it. Yeah, exactly. It's not. This is what I mean. It's like I'm saying it as someone who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! That it's not a kid's game. It's just the easiest example. Bonk. No, it popped in my face. Whoops. Boy. Oh boy. It's so cute. Look at it. Bonk. Oops. Oh no, I have no charge. It popped in my face. Oh boy. Oops. I don't have time to wait either because this guy's gonna charge up. I don't have time to wait. Beep. Oh! Oh. I'm just shy of its face. Donk. Whee! Thought I was gonna get hit in the ass. There we go. Okay. Now we should technically be this guy. I'll show you popped in the face.
Let us battle once more. This time, I'll see through all of your methods. Victory and defeat no longer seem so important. Let's just battle for fun, shall we? It's rare that I should find such a great opponent. It would be a shame to end our battle so soon, would it not?
Sure, bring it on. But seeing through my secret beetle fighting techniques? Nah, little fella, that ain't gonna happen. If you'll admit that I'm the stronger beetle fighter, I'll fight you for as many rounds as you want.
Huh. Looks like Bullchucker and Grandmaster Hanakato are still raring to go.
Something can pop in my face. Yeah, of course it can.
We could battle beetles till the beetle battling is done.
So, hang on. Yo, I am not done. Hello?
I see, I see. Victory and defeat. It's rare that I should.
What the heck?
But seeing through my secret, if you'll admit,
Huh. Looks like Bullchuck.
Seriously? So I can't even fight him? Because of this stupid thing? Okay, we'll wait till the following day then. What's this emote? Oh, you're shy? Oh, you're shy. Aw, ain't that precious?
Where do you want?
Astounding!
amazing!
Jesus.
Even though your fighting style differs greatly from mine, I resonate strongly with the passion you imbue into your Oni Kabuto. In time, you shall surely become a true champion of the beetle fighting world.
You're pretty good yourself. You managed to win an impressive 570 out of our 1,141 matches.
I feel bad for those beetles. Did you guys have breaks?
Of all the beetle battle marathons I've fought in my time, you have lasted the longest by far. Not gonna lie, I'm impressed.
Can we talk about your poor beetles? Did they get breaks? Did they get water? Animal abuse, animal abuse.
No, I won 571 rounds, so I'm ahead. Also, you have the home advantage. Taking that into account, it is in fact I who am the superior warrior.
This is not home advantage. You do realize that he literally just built this like a few minutes ago. Well, not a few minutes ago, but literally a day before and had his first battle. What the fuck?
Huh?
Making me act
Why
up?
you gotta be so stubborn?
I
remember our score clear as day, and Mamoru is our witness.
Can make you act up in a lot of ways.
Isn't that right, Mamoru?
Boss, I really can't take it anymore. Please let me sleep for a while.
Have they been going at it this whole time without a break?
The Oni Kabuto must be exhausted.
Fine. Since I'm a generous guy, I can give you one round, no problemo. I'll just defeat you next time. And if you're still not convinced, we'll do the next battle on your home turf. I'll prove that it's about the beetle fighter, not the location.
That suits me just fine. Follow me.
There they go.
Oh, hey, compadre. Flying Lavender Melon, you're finally here.
Wait a minute. Why is Paimon back to Flying Lavender Melon again? Does Paimon only get a good nickname when she's fighting for you?
Yeah, never mind that for now. Here's your 2-month free ramen voucher, as agreed. Take it.
Ramen voucher? Oh, yeah, right, the ramen! Now that's more like it.
Time to celebrate.
Oh, no. This was just the warm-up. The almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating extreme beetle brawl is still to come.
Oh, dear lord.
After all, things are way too quiet without an audience. We can't just end the event like this.
I'd love to tease you relentlessly. A lot of people would love to tease me relentlessly.
But the good news is, Grandmaster Hanakado finally let go of his pride and admitted that I'm a strong beetle fighter. Still, we ain't done with each other just yet. I'll be heading to his home turf alone soon, where I'm gonna defeat him once and for all. Once that happens, he'll have to follow my orders. And by that, I mean he'll help us make the almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating extreme beetle brawl the biggest, baddest event ever.
He's just a kid.
Thanks again to the two of you. Now, wait here. I'll be back with good news in no time at all.
I'm sure you would. Take your time. We'll be
Bullchucker
right
sure
here.
seems like he's having fun. And we got 2 months worth of ramen out of it.
The wonderful advantage of being a Switch. Ah, yes. The Switch. The Switch. Shall I flick your Switch? Everyone's happy, that's all that matters.
Boss! Boss! There's a letter from Shinobu. Take a look at this. Huh? Where'd the boss go? He was beetle fighting right here just a moment ago.
Is it urgent? Because Bullchucker just left with Grandmaster Hanakato. They said they were going to continue their battle.
Well, it's not urgent, just a little unexpected. You can read it for yourself if you want.
I have yet to complete my business, so I won't be back for a while. Should you have any new ideas and want to drag the boys into new shenanigans, hold your horses first. I'll help you organize matters once I'm back. I met a kid while harvesting lavender melons. He's articulate and well-mannered and loves beetle battles. He even has lots of friends in that department. Having heard that you're also an avid beetle brawler, the kid was quite eager to meet you. He even said that he considered joining the Arataki gang if you turned out to be better than him at beetle fights. I gave him the addresses of some of your unusual haunts so that he can find you himself. By my estimations, you should have met up by now, so have fun. Just remember to eat your meals on time. I'll repeat myself again. Just relax and stick to the beetle battles for now. Don't drag the gang around and on some wild adventure or anything.
What the? So Grandmaster Hanakato is actually part of the Arataki gang? But his communication style made Bullchucker feel like he was facing a mortal enemy.
You always turn my switch on. I can turn many switches on. Not just yours, Alcatraz, of course.
Just as Shinobu expected, Bullchucker is spending all his time beetle fighting without resting or eating. But he did get us to organize the Beetle Brawl event for him.
I still wouldn't really call that resting, per se.
You know, Paimon thinks Shinobu deserves to enjoy the ramen voucher more than we do. Why don't we take her for ramen when she gets back? Actually, wait a moment. Bullchucker didn't tell us which ramen stall this voucher is meant to be used at. Are we supposed to find the store by ourselves?
Well, it depends on how many you can handle. Ooh, I think I can handle quite a few of you. What do you think? How many of you guys want to take me on? Oops. Bam. There's many things I'd like to do with you. Ooh, I'm sure there is. Oh. I think I hit a note. Oh no. Come here, little boy, please. But we can always start from dinner and you can be the dessert. Well, of course, unless you want to be the dessert instead. It's completely up to you. Oops. Well, I'm sure you'd eat me up. Of course I would. It's still too far away. That's unfair. Get out of my turf. Hi. Bonk. Oh shit. Interesting chat, I know, it's quite amusing. There we go. Oh dear. There we go. Okay, there we go. Interesting. I'm sure you've seen worse. Okay, so there is that one, and we're done with that. So that means the event itself is done. Oh my gosh! I didn't even think I was gonna finish the event. Ooh, guess what we can do? All right, let's do this really quick then. And then we'll do some world quests on the way, why not? I already did my weeklies on Monday, so you guys don't have to watch me shrivel around trying to figure out my weeklies. Yeah, welcome to the horny. Welcome to the maniac. Oh no, I missed it.
Rain outlines your... Don't waste my time.
Oh, turn around, turn around. I'm not looking. Good. And as always, Phantom is the snake charmer. One day, I'll do better. I see a purple already. I'm kind of scared that I didn't get it. I did not, in fact, get it. That's upsetting. Tragic. And I only had enough for one. I have this. Oh, it's there. Refine. There we go. Alrighty then, shall we do some world quests? Oh wait, not world quests. We gotta do some story quests. That's what we need to do. Okay. Ooh, sheesh. Okay. Retrieve the pest repellent devices. Ah, this is Tainari's quest. Defeat treasure hoarders? Don't mind if I do. What the hell is this Sumter Beast doing?
A new job. Stabilize. Have a little taste.
One with nature.
The wrong test subject.
I didn't get anything for it? That's upsetting. That is truly upsetting. Anyways, time to change team. Because we know how useful these guys are in this situation. Let's give Zhongli a boost of HP. Perfection. Okay, so I need to collect the devices. This one and this one. Cool. We're ready to go?
All right. It's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines.
Aw, precious little Alcatraz.
The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination.
Okay.
As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Flicker.
Stabilize.
Dissipate. With all my strength.
Get him! Curious. Oh, what the heck?
Gather. Order guide.
Oh, thanks to the throw, love.
Stand with me.
Thanks to the hydrate.
Scatter. Flicker.
I'll take those in a second. I'm not in combat. Close. I'm in.
It stopped here.
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different.
Well, yeah, thirsty. Yeah, and so are you, Alcatraz. It's been a while since the last love throw. Yeah, it
Ley
has
line
been.
energies are also stronger here. This may be the
It
place
has
we've
been.
been
How
looking
have you
for.
been, love? I hope you've been alright.
Ready yourselves. We're going in.
No shit. Ah! Right. Since there's a lot of machinery here, and I do a lot better with this team, to be fair. I'm like a desert man. Excuse me. Yes, you are. I guess I have to stick with this team. I've been decent, up and down, you know. How about you? Well, I've been living. Let me think, right? How have I been? I've been okay. I had to stop streaming for a little bit because I had to film, but then now that that's done, I'm back on the stream schedule.
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
think I had a minor panic attack on Monday, and then I had. Oh wait, no, correction. I had a.
Stabilize.
I had a minor panic attack on Friday, and then I had a panic attack on yesterday. And then what happened? Today I had to explain it to the teacher again. But yeah, those happened, but life has been alright otherwise. You're a mirage? A mirage of paradise. Ooh, that's a good one, Octras. That's a new one. Never heard that
What
before.
is this?
That's so cute. Aren't you adorable? I've never seen a machine like this before.
Leyline energy is spilling out from here. This device. It's extracting energy from the ley lines without end.
Yeah, it's alright.
Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
So basically, I explained at the beginning of the semester that my depression might get in the way of me coming in early enough, or even me coming in at all. And I had explained this right at the beginning of term. Right at the beginning of the semester to my tutor, thinking that everything would be fine because I explained it, and I was also going to counseling throughout the first term. However, there were points in time. There was one specific instance where one of my lecturers, our favorite lecturer actually, hilariously enough, he's one of our favorite lecturers. I came in 10 minutes late because I had a migraine and I thought I'd take a nap and still go in afterwards, even if I had the migraine after I woke up. I woke up 10 minutes later and I had a migraine still, but I went in because that's what I promised to do, because I didn't want to, you know, let down my group members. And it turns out only my director went in, and me as well. But I went in later, and then understandably he was frustrated, but it's not an excuse to put his frustrations on me, if that makes sense. He did apologize for it today, obviously. But it really did feel like he was blaming me for everyone else not coming in because I was late. And in all honesty, despite my tardiness, I was always in for every lecture that I was required to be in. And then last Friday, when I almost had my minor panic attack trying to explain to him this thing with my depression, which I don't think was very clearly explained at the beginning of the semester, he had said that I was talented, but it felt like I was slacking. And I couldn't help but feel so offended because throughout the entire filming process after we came back from our winter break, I didn't stream, or at least I hardly streamed at all. And as you guys know, as much as I don't want to make my streams this, like, my depression the center of attention on my streams, it's like an outlet for me. And I didn't have that outlet throughout the entire weeks of streaming. I mean, filming, not what the fuck? I didn't have any outlet for the entirety of filming. And I still went in for my lectures, and I still went in to film and do shit. But it felt like my tardiness was being blamed for something that I couldn't help. And I couldn't clearly explain this to him on Friday because I was trying not to like start bawling my eyes, because after I have so my panic attacks are very strange in that I will start crying, but it also gets very difficult for me to breathe. So crying and having a panic attack is not the greatest thing in the world. That's how I kind of know I'm gonna have one though. So I was trying really hard to take a deep breath while I was explaining this to him, but I was legit about to cry and just yeah. Um, if you ever need someone to vent to, you can talk to me, although I can't promise the conversation will go horny. It's okay. I do have some people I can talk to, so it's alright. But, like, it was, to be fair, it was partially I was at partial fault as well, because from my understanding of the email thing was that if we're gonna be half an hour or more late, then we email in that we're going to be late, not that if we're 10 minutes or so late that we're gonna be late. So that was the miscommunication, I suppose, that happened. And that's fine. So I'm partially at fault, but the way that they were saying it to me, it kind of offended me, and I felt so discouraged as well, because it felt like he was blaming me for everyone else not being in, and then he was blaming my tardiness from restricting me from doing what I can, and what he can see that I could do, but at the same time I'm not being late to be late. Some people are late because they want to be late because they can't be bothered to go to class. One of my group members, I won't say who, not that they're here in stream, but he came to our group meeting with a Starbucks 30 minutes late. So I don't know. I don't know. I just felt so offended and so discouraged because he was saying that, yeah, you're talented, but you're slacking. Like, how am I slacking? And he didn't like properly communicate what he meant, but he said that my tardiness had something to do with it, and I was like, I'm not being late because I want to be late. I'm being late because I don't want to come in to class and just start crying randomly, which I have done on one occasion, but no one noticed because I was trying not to cry. But yeah, it's just tough.
That's terrible. We have to stop it.
What a wonderful line to come after that.
Oh, Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere.
I'm sorry to get dizzy.
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
But you're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right?
Yeah, and some people don't turn up at all. That's the thing. Like, when I say, my friend who was our director in our group was saying that if I were to say I was feeling ill, or if I were to say this was going to happen to me, they're more inclined to believe me than one of our other people who says that they have a migraine all the time. Or if they're not coming in for a specific reason. They're more inclined to trust me than trust them. And that kind of speaks volumes, because I have been raised to have this policy where unless I cannot physically walk, I still go into class. I can be in the most excruciating pain I could possibly be experiencing, and I'll still go into class. Unless I cannot physically walk, I will still go into class. He's just trying to force his standards on you without taking your situation into account. I know teachers like that, they tend to be self-centered. I mean, it's not that he was trying to be self-centered. I understand where he was coming from, because that day not a lot of people came in at all, even though people were supposed to come in. But it just felt so bad that he said that it was my fault that these people didn't come in, and that I was late, so therefore I may affect my grade in the future, when I've already like established that this was a thing. But I think it's just a case of miscommunication, because he is like a really good teacher, and he's doing out of all the teachers we've had, out of all the teachers out of all the lecturers, he's the lecturer that we all really like. He's the fun lecturer, let's say. It's just that on that day, it just, so many things happened at once, and then, him saying that my tardiness was me slacking was so bleh, because I really did do my best on that project, and I did throw streaming to the side for me to get this project done with my group members, so the fact that he said I was slacking just kind of hurt a little bit. But he apologized for it, so it's fine. And he understood where he was wrong, and that's fine as well. And I understood my mistake in that I should have probably emailed more often, especially when I felt that I wasn't centered.
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
That's also true, yeah. It's just that he has to realize that what he said really did hurt, and
What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful, and watch your step.
and at least he understands now, because if I stay quiet, if I didn't tell my tutor about this yesterday, and if I stayed quiet and he didn't apologize today, I would have been more inclined to be reserved in how I go about the entire situation.
Look! Someone's here!
And my tutor, bless his heart, he was like, he's gonna be, like, he said the lecturer in question was like, oh, he's gonna be devastated when he hears what he said has hurt you. And I'm like, bruh, how do you think I feel? Why do you think I didn't say anything? Like, I know I'm gonna say something, and then he's gonna be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I know he's gonna be upset, and I don't, it's like, I don't want to upset people. But I need to be aware of my own. I'm gonna start crying. I have to be aware of my own mental health as well. Excuse me.
Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened here?
Hey, Blaze.
Almost forgot about you. Here, this is the last one.
What is it doing?
I'm just gonna let it play for a bit. I need a moment.
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
It's like, it's fine the way he went around doing it, but he could have gone around doing it a better way. He did say that he can see that I'm talented, he can see that I'm good at what I do, but he just framed it in a way that it was just a bit of tough love, and like, I understand that, but you have to understand that you're like communicating with someone who is in a tough situation mentally, so it would be nice to have some like form of
Huge in here!
thought process
This
before
place
you
is a
say
natural
certain
hiding
things.
spot with how hidden it is. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Thanks for that, Pats. He just could have worded certain things better.
Osmanthus
and,
wine tastes the same
at least
as I remember.
He understands that
But
now,
where-
and our tutor is gonna talk to all the lecturers about this communication thing and how people word things.
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years ago.
Tape recording?
Yes, the Spontamog created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. Goes there. Ah, okay, this should do it.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right?
No,
And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
But yeah, now I'm just crying because it's upsetting to like talk about certain things sometimes, so I have a tendency not to bring them up all the time. But when I was talking with them, I could, like, this is how I know it's like just me crying, and then if I'm just having a panic attack, because if I'm just crying, I'm just crying. But when I was with them and I was trying to talk about it, I legit couldn't talk. I could not get my words out at all, and I couldn't breathe. But yeah, I'm fine. I just need a moment. Thanks, Alcatraz. I really appreciate it.
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings.
I understand that I work hard and I do my best. This is not me being narcissistic. I do have to realize these things because I have a tendency to put myself down. And I try my best. I really do. like in cases like that, it just makes me feel that what I did was
Paimon found another tape!
not enough.
A date is written on it. Let Paimon see. It's from a half a year ago!
Especially with
That's
the way
quite
that
the time gap. I
they
wonder what
phrased
happened
it.
in between.
But it's like, it's okay.
It's rare that you
'cause he
malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making
apologized
coffee
at
is still
least.
somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters? All right, there you go. Water entered the chela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
After Abatui left the Academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
Thanks, Albatross. It really means a lot. Thank you. And yeah, but I just don't want to bother my friends sometimes. I don't want to sound like I'm ranting. Especially since I did talk to my friend who was in my group, my director friend, who is in my group about it quite a bit. And she understood that it was really unfair the way, because she was there when he was saying it to me. She was sat right next to me as he was saying it to me while my head was throbbing very painfully. She was saying to me that it was so unfair that he said that to me, because at least I came in, because the others didn't really have an excuse. I don't even remember what their excuses were. I might just look back and see what they were. But I'm pretty sure from the top of my head they weren't exactly valid reasons to not come in, because they didn't come in at all. Let me just take a look. I have that life until my door is always open. Thank you, thank you. I think I talked to quite a few people about this situation, but I was also like, I don't want to talk about it to too many people because it feels like I'm just ranting.
Let's keep looking around.
There's so many messages here. And there's the case of, like, if he said that I wasn't committed, I would have thrown myself out of the window. Because out of everybody, I've sent the most messages in the group chat saying, like, hey, could you watch this? We need to get this done. You guys should be watching this so that I can actually edit this thing for us. You guys want to give me as much time as possible to edit this, but you're not watching the clip to tell me.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Thanks for the hydrate, Lunia. I'm just gonna have this play while I look for it. Oh, hang on.
Checking the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. Doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings. Let's watch them.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous. I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on.
So this was around the 16th of January. I said at around 10 I was ready to go, but my head was really hurting, so I told the group chat, I said, I am going to take a nap for a few minutes, and I will come in a bit later if my head is better. And I said if my head is better. I still went in anyways with my migraine. And I said, and then someone else texted saying, that they were gonna finish off some work because they didn't do it, right? Since our assignment deadlines are all around the similar time. But why is it so difficult to time manage yourselves to make sure that you don't have this issue happen? Because I had all my work done, and I have a tendency to procrastinate shit. And I'm talking about a lot of procrastination. How the fuck do you not manage to get your shit done? It just baffles me a little bit. And then he then said that it was unfair that they didn't give us time to catch up on anything, but if you were on top of everything, you wouldn't have any catching up to do, because everything should have already been done. Because a lot of, like, one of the assignments that we were doing alongside it was a lot of in-class work, so it technically should have already been done. If you procrastinate, that's kind of on you, it's not on the lecturers, because to me it was plenty of time, if I'm all, like, honest, because I managed to finish everything with plenty of time still to spare. But the fact that they were saying, like, it's so unfair, it's really not. What they did was unfair, and that they procrastinated doing their work. But
conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is.
You know, I was very committed to this project, as much as I don't want to be here,
and continue
it's not
my
really
experiments.
Hang on.
Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice.
Um, as much as I don't want to be here, I still want to show as much commitment to anything that I do as I would, as if I wanted to be here. Because I don't really have a choice, I just have to go through with it. And I don't like to half-ass things, even if it is something that I don't plan to do in the future. But everyone else was just kind of blasé about it, and as much as we argued or whatever it is. Do you need some loving kisses? I need the toilet right now. I'll be back for those in just a moment. You guys made me drink so much water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I guess I'll take those hugs and kisses, thank you, boys.
This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... Oh, of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Karkata, come help me.
Thanks for the head pats, thanks for the kisses.
Strange. I feel weak. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control.
Unfortunately, there are no hug ones, so I'll send you them after stream. I think you can hit ! hug.
Right.
If I remember
I
correctly.
never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger.
No, I think I got rid of it.
My
You're the one
research.
who's using it.
Was there any point to it at all?
Thanks for the hugs, though.
I'm sorry, Kakata. In
It's
the
okay.
end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical life form.
I see. So the ley line effluence was an accident. After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
Then Karkata...
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
I'm gonna grab
Because
some candy.
Karkata is different from the other machines. Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. To Abatui, only a machine with these features could be considered a mechanical life form. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experimental product, he would have noticed. Karkata can't speak. And yet it cares about Abatui far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down.
I just remember that when I came back after that long, kind of long tutorial with my...
More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze.
For ease of translation for you peeps in America, he's my homeroom teacher, I guess, is the easiest way to say it. But basically, after that long talk with him, and by long I mean it was only like 30 minutes, but it's kind of long for what I had to explain, I suppose. I had to come back and immediately go hug Bean because I could not anymore. I just had to hold one of my plushies, if any of them at all. And this is why I have a lot of plushies, just purely because I need something to cuddle with on occasion. That's why whenever
This is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here.
What the fuck?
Wanna try jumping down?
Whenever I do release my throne, you will notice that there are quite a few.
I'll uproot you. Can't see.
Flicker.
There'll be quite a few plushies in this list.
Stabilize.
Our bond is strong. Here.
Here you are.
I will have order. Solidify.
Stand with me.
The process of elimination.
Gather.
Our bond is strong.
Here you are.
Here.
This should be the control unit.
Sad or depressed.
Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down.
Thanks, Alcatraz, thank you.
Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Karkata. Let's head back.
Probably. I think the thing is that I don't really get moments where I have to vent or anything. I just get really, sometimes I just get really, sad. I don't know how to explain it. I just get really depressed and I just need a moment. And that's why I become late sometimes, because if I feel like I'm gonna have a moment that day, I just have to take a minute before I go in so that I just don't fucking bawl my eyes out when I go into class. Baby. The baby. No, it's not the quest to play while sad. is crying. Baby is crying.
So, Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Karkata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned, and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But it can't repair its owner, no matter how hard it tries.
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. No one knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Karkata? Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tainari says you're awesome!
It's not responding.
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm going to confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Come with me. Let them
take him home.
be alone for a while.
Thanks for the love, thanks. What the fuck? Thanks for the kiss, love. Mwah. I love that this started off as me playing Genshin and bonking beetles to me being sad.
The ley line extractor has ceased operations. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. The purification devices will handle the rest. Moving on, those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for symptomatic individuals to find Kale.
Karkata.
According to the Academia's policies, we need to bring everything back. Research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values.
Yeah,
your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow. Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
All right. Then let's go back to Catherine.
Thanks for the alert. Thanks for the hug, love. Much appreciated. Aww. Well, I mean, all we can hope now, since we talked to the lecturer and our tutor is that everything will be more smooth sailing now, hopefully. Pray to the lords. I hope it will be, because if it's not, then I'm going to have a breakdown.
So the contaminated region turned out to be a ley line effluence deep in the forest. Things are already getting back to normal.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activities. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled.
I would like some ice cream right now. That would be great. Me too.
Oh, then how about we find Tainari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tainari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. We'll probably make him mad if we go now, huh?
Probably.
Alright then, we'll find Tainari tomorrow and tell him not to disassemble Karkata.
I would love to get some ice cream right now. But I have a tendency to finish all my ice cream in one swoop. One fell swoop very quickly. And there'll be 6 ice creams in a pack. It won't even last 3 days. I'll eat 2 per day. 3 if I really want to. I'm terrible.
How are you feeling? Sleep well? We should go find Tainari. How do you think we should ask him?
The thing is I don't want to buy a giant tub of ice cream either, because I know that I'll be too lazy to put it back in the fridge. So it's just easier for me to buy coned ice cream and eat that instead.
Have you considered the possibility that there's something wrong with your project?
Keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect, can be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these 2 datasets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
Karkata?
I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
You and me both,
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
But Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's policies...
So that's why you 2 barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine, I suppose I wasn't clear enough about this yesterday. What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place.
So the real reason you stayed back was to...
Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spantama. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidya Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Karkata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great!
That's okay. No,
Wait,
it's not okay, because
you
money...
just said life form. You recognize Karkata as a true living being now?
The possibility exists, is all. It's hard to explain Karkata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am willing to believe in that. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively secluded. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
So happy. Look at him. So happy. Precious baby. Sourpuss. Let's do the next one. Beep.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
Okay.
Bye.
Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. The only thing left to do now is to wait until the debate. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again. You were great, Nilu! Your words won over Inaya! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win! Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected.
Lots of people are rooting for us.
Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave, even if I won't feel like it.
There's still one problem left unsolved.
Huh? What's left?
The theater's existence.
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to be anything else? Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. How can I put this?
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
Thanks, Alcatraz.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past.
Fucking bonked my mic, I'm so sorry.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Ah! Got it! When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond. A bond? The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family.
It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us. And its story won't end here. In the future, many
You're a
more people
precious
will come to
baby
the theater
too,
and receive its
Charles.
blessing.
Thank you very much.
And we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for the event. But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate.
I feel like I don't thank you guys enough for like being here and always supporting me. I'm just really glad that you guys do come by and just say hello or just lurk, you know. I really do appreciate every single one of you that come by. And I hope that I can only come forward and provide more entertainment for you all and maybe even get better at it. Oh, thank you. You gotta make me go again. You gotta make me go again. I gotta finally stop crying. You gotta make me go again. Thank you, Alcatraz. I really appreciate it.
Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected.
Thank you, Alcatraz. Thank you.
It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. It is set for 2 days from now. Why are you all smiling so much? Did something good happen?
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all turn out well. We have to win. No, we will win, Inaya.
Fingers crossed.
I have to wait 2 days to do a debate.
You know, Paimon's heard that Al-Haytham's been made acting Grand Sage,
How's
but
everything going with your
for
thesis?
that personality of his... Oh boy.
I should be able to publish it next month.
Why don't we go to the academia and ask around?
A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it. Thankfully, that didn't come to pass.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission to continue our research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest. Mondstadt sounds like a good idea.
They're really out of their minds, making Al-Haytham the acting Grand Sage?
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like him.
Stripling?
Oh, do you think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No! It's because I don't understand why they chose him. He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time. What brazen arrogance! Misery of miseries! For the Academia to have him as the acting Grand Sage?
Took it down a notch.
Professor, don't get so worked up. I'll go get you some water.
Psst. Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatat.
Really? Who is it?
Someone named Alhaitham. Never met him myself, but he's a real hot topic right now. Lots of things being said about him. Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow. News of Alhaitham being the acting Grand Sage sure spread fast. Some people don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon thought.
I really appreciate
Some people are saying good things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now. He really doesn't like Alhaitham. Hey, are you okay? You don't look too good.
The Matra.
The Matra?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to a Matra about something important.
In the state you're in? You shouldn't push yourself. Why don't you tell us what happened and we'll pass on your message to a Matra?
No, I have to tell them myself. They are the only ones I could trust. Sorry, can you lend me your arm? This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Since you put it that way, fine. We'll take you to a Matra.
No, we won't. We have other things to take care of.
We promised to take him to a Matra, but we don't know that many, do we? In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time. Oh, wait. Sino should be back at the Academia. Let's go find him. We did a lot of preparations with Nilu. Hopefully they were helpful.
Paimon really can't make her mind up as to what we should be doing, huh? Okay, let's go to the theater and see what's going on. But thank you, Alcatraz. That was really beautiful. I really appreciate it. Much love to you as well, Alcatraz.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias.
Debatable.
I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilu stand her ground?
She'll be
Calm
fine.
down, Nilu. First,
Oh no, I
carefully analyze what he said.
have to do stuff with her, don't I?
He said that we were shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts,
but rather because our shows aren't up to their standards. However...
Thank you, thank you.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Don't think that would make...
Really? I thought it would
Don't
be.
think that... Mr. Zubair has been Everyone is free... In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process, and guiding this process is the Academia's true goal.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is... Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilu. Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
What an idiot.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilu put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilu! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law. So you must now pay the price for your transgression.
What law?
This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings, or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
What
He
laws?
started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on...
Again.
I need to rethink things.
Oh no, not that one. Blah, 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 blah.
I need to rethink things.
Okay. Oh, it's this one, because that's by...
Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation
I'm
related
stupid.
to our
At least I
operations.
knew which one I wanted.
Everything
I
is
just couldn't
perfectly
remember whose
filled out
name
and
it was
valid.
under.
Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah! That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilu's definitely won this point, right?
He'll bite back. Well, she can't let her guard down.
You're right. Stay focused, Nilu.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in
really
Sumeru.
want ice cream. But there's no place near here
Under the
where
current
I can get
system,
ice cream.
it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
He had a backup plan.
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilu.
Don't get riled up.
Right. I need to keep calm, but he...
What's your favorite flavor? Ice cream?
Just a little
Vanilla?
more.
Bubblegum?
Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us.
Mint and mint choc chip.
Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilu spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the Academia. The Academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency and ability to compartmentalize.
Oh no, what should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction.
Patience, Paimon.
A setup? So Nilu's got him?
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could decide this debate. But is this really the best thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inaya.
Oh, nice. Okay, I really like chocolate and ice cream. I don't think it actually matters what ice cream it's in. I do like most ice creams anyways, except for raspberry. It's a bit too sweet for me. I really like chocolate and ice cream, especially the cone ice cream. That's why I probably like Magnums a lot and cone ice cream, because they always have chocolate on them. Yeah. So I think any ice cream except for berry ice creams with chocolate on it is, yeah, yum yums.
She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Damn.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you.
I have some chocolate in my fridge.
I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you?
I really want some Magnums and some cone ice cream now, but nowhere is gonna be open
I won't
now,
force my
'cause it's like
expectations
almost
upon you
12
anymore.
midnight.
At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal. But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are! Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However, it is surprisingly a relief.
Ah!
Wait, what are you... never mind.
Your poor sleep schedule. Nah, that's fine.
They left? Does that mean we've won?
We won. Celebration. Need some hugs and
won?
cuddles. I wish I could have an actual hug and cuddles though.
Nilou, you're amazing!
Fantastic job.
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint. It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilou and Anaya. They likely won't cause any more trouble for us.
Didn't know you could get so fierce.
Excuse me.
I have a lot of newfound respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though. I don't ever want to do this again.
Both Miss Nilou and Miss Inaya were so cool!
Should we throw a second round of celebrations?
Second, there was a first. When was the first? Why wasn't I invited? My eyes hurt so much from crying.
Oh, it's you.
Feeling any calmer?
Yes, I feel a lot better.
I left my eye drops all at home as
The
well.
more surreal it all feels. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time.
Yeah. All of our preparations paid off.
Yes, and it's all thanks to you.
Now, I've heard everyone else's stories.
I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned.
Oh.
Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such
Graham,
talent.
welcome in. It's been so long. I hope
But
that
later on,
you've been well.
she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite, in fact.
Thanks for the hydrate and thanks for the... I'd love to travel except Australia. Fuck that place. Oh, I'd like to visit Australia. Animals are nice. I normally learn to get points with a bark and howl. Wow, Grim. That's what a commitment. Thanks so much. Thank you for the stretch.
Yeah. She said, dance is an art born from
Thanks
toil.
so much for all
It
the
isn't a
lyrics.
gift
I
from the
really
gods,
appreciate it.
but a creation
The
by our own
spiders.
hands. It is a beautiful
They're
thing
love.
born from our life experiences. Whenever there is joy or something to be celebrated, people will dance. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be filled with the blessings of everyone's happiness.
Like the snakes.
She wasn't looking for flowers and
boo-boo
applause.
snakes.
All she wanted was to see her audience smile.
So that is...
Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes. I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. And later on, I began to dance here in her stead. Before she retired,
Oh yeah.
she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means to others. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the Academia. Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble, thankfully, everything worked out in the end.
It's because of, you remember that spider from Charlotte's Web? It's because of that specific spider that it kind of rains spider silk. It's because they have to fly with the wind, you know, to a new place. I see.
Although, I do have a small regret.
Inaya?
Yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father, they never managed to have a real conversation with each other. Before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he had a lot on his mind. He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance to.
That really is a shame.
Yeah, but I still hope that things can change. It never hurts to have hope. You and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attending our shows.
Yes, next
Who
time.
knows?
Cute.
Next time, you might see Inaya on the stage.
Sex so adorable.
Are you so worried about Inaya?
Take up multiple faces.
Let's be sure to come back up.
Femboys, femboys. What's wrong with the femboys? Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. This is why I don't stream on school days. I'm so tired. Damn. Jesus, okay.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member, Inaya.
Hello, everyone.
She'll be dancing for us from now on, so please give her your support.
Yo, Inaya, let's go.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage. Oh, Paimon wonders how she'll
so
look when
cute.
she starts dancing. When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure aren't easy to come by.
A lot of things came together to make that happen.
Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination.
And Sharif's mercy.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I think he intentionally gave us a chance.
You do have a point there. The whole demolition thing was going overboard, but he really could have banned Nilou and the others from dancing. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning the debate. Oh well.
They're very nice.
It's not
I
like
like
we can
snakes.
understand
They're
how
very
people
cute.
like him think. Let's focus on watching the performance.
Agreed.
Huh? Wait. Look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Owls are great as long as you have the correct equipment and you know how to treat them, keeping in mind that all animals are still wild animals, quote unquote, then you'll be fine.
Oh, it's you two.
Wow.
I don't
what a
have much to
greeting.
do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her.
Shouldn't you be busy?
Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for even longer.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch a show. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses, but my curiosity has been piqued.
Oh.
I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person.
I've raised wild animals. You just gotta gain their trust slowly. Yeah, it's like Toothless and Hiccup. So you're still concerned about your daughter?
There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
I think someone already noticed that you're here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again? But... Huh? You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Ah, yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart, Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Yeah. She probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
Yeah. People who abandon their animals are fucking monsters.
A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now.
Like, I understand if you don't have the facilities or the financial capability to take care of your animals, but that does not mean that you can just put them on the road and be like, yeah, take care of yourselves. At least have the common decency to take them to an animal shelter or somewhere, or give them away to a friend that can affordably take care of your animals instead of throwing them on the street and hoping they can fend for themselves, because that's just as good as sentencing them to death, especially if it's an old dog. Like, how the fuck do you expect your dog or cat to fend for themselves when they have only known the domestic life, you know? It's just ridiculous to think that your animals have the capability to just tap into their instincts and be like, oh yeah, I'll just fend for myself now. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. It's the thing is though, is with homeless people, is that they see their bond with their animal as absolute. They cannot live without their dogs because that's all they have. But people who have the privilege don't see it as such. And that's why they can just haplessly throw their dogs out, especially the people who actually don't care. Like, why would you get an animal if you're not going to care for it? There's also that case of, like, when little girls love horses, they go through this horse phase, quote unquote, and they want a pony, and their dad or mom gets them a pony, and then they leave it. Why? Why would you bother? Just because your child says, oh mom, oh dad, I want a pony, it doesn't mean you get them a fucking pony. Okay, you don't do that because they're clearly not going to take care of it. They're just going through a phase. Unless your daughter or son is actually going to be like, oh Mom, Dad, take me to a horse riding facility so that I can learn. Then maybe you can get them a pony. But don't just get them a pony because they gave you big fat fucking goo eyes. Okay? Things are gonna go wrong. Things are gonna go so wrong. And then there are so many cases of like people who get wolf dogs and then they don't take care of them properly. And they think like, oh, you're just a wolf. I love wolves. I'm gonna get a wolf dog. No. Did you know that statistically, a wolf dog's more aggressive than actual wolves because they have the dog genes in them? They're so stupid. And then the people, they can't handle the wolf dog with their energy and their temperament, so they just leave them chained up outside. What's that gonna do? It's gonna aggravate them even more. It's fucking stupid. I once helped raise a dog named Gunner, and I never felt such rage. Yeah.
All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will always be family.
This is so aggravating. Some people shouldn't be allowed
All
to
I
own
wish for them is
animals.
to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate. So, we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
Oh, that's cute. I already have a stage though.
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa, this is amazing! It's so detailed and polished!
We've also never made anything this complicated before. Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I made all the little pieces with the help of others. Miss Reikar and Miss Nadia made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things.
Yeah, they'll get the animal, and then because they got the animal, because they begged their parents
Theater will
to
become
get
a
the
fond
animal.
memory of your journey. You two are welcome back anytime.
Because they get their animals, and then they got what they wanted, and then they just, yeah, no, I don't want it anymore. Like, why the fuck did you ask for it if you're not gonna actually take care of it? And then this is the thing with, I don't want to say white people, but most parents do this, and from what I observed, and I really mean from what I observed, it's mostly people who are not from a culture that's not white. From an Asian perspective, okay, from an Asian perspective, and I'm really not trying to be racist, it's just what I've observed, is that children from white families have a tendency to get everything they want and not have to face much resistance. Now, that being said, there are people with certain circumstances in family, and of course this can happen in Asian families and in people of colored families as well. It's just that from what I have observed, and I really do mean from what I have observed, it is mostly prevalent in white cultured families. And I might get cancelled for this, but this is purely my opinion and purely from what I have observed, is that kids from white families have a tendency to get whatever they want and not face any consequences or much consequence in anything that they do wrong. Now, I say this very scarcely because I know that some people are not in that situation and they have like family problems or issues that could contribute that they don't have that same experience. But in most cases, that is the case, where they would get whatever they want and not face much consequences if they do something wrong. And then when they do something monumentally wrong, there's still no consequences. Like, I actually recently saw this on TikTok where this kid was angry at his parents, or his mom specifically, because she was the only one at home, because she wouldn't get him a new monitor to play his Fortnite on. And he was so mad that when he went up for the last time to tell his mom that he was gonna break the TV, he legit said this, and I quote, "What are you gonna do?" That's right, nothing. Because that's literally what she did. She didn't do anything. She didn't do anything. She watched him break the TV. She watched him break the TV. And then all she said was, "I'm going to call your father." What the hell is that gonna do? The thing has already happened. He's already broken the TV. What on earth are you gonna do? There. I'm not saying for people to abuse their children physically, because obviously I'm of Asian descent and how I was raised was very specific, but there was always discipline and the thing of order. There was always those two things, discipline and order. We were never the type of kids to scream in public. We were never the type of kids to ask for everything and get everything. We always either had to work for it or live with the fact that we can't get it at that point in time because we don't deserve it at that point in time. And it just baffles me that people can just give kids what they want willy-nilly and think that it's fine. And I really do say this with the utmost of trying to be non-offensive as possible, because it's just from what I observed. But there is no order or there is no discipline in these specific families, I feel. Because, and I kid you not, I am living in a dorm where there are 3 white men on the opposite side, and us 3 girls are not of white descent. Our side of the kitchen, I kid you not, is so clean, and their side of the kitchen is very, very disgusting. It is so disgusting. I have to clean the stove every time before I can use it. There's always often like pasta sauce and seasoning everywhere and watermarks as well. I have wiped the sink counter so often when I used to use the same sink as they do before I can wash my stuff that I got sick of using that sink and used the other sink. I can't stand it. I can't. I really can't. Oh my god. Yeah, it just baffles me. I really don't understand. There needs to be some kind of discipline and order. I really am not saying that parents should be allowed to physically abuse their kids if they do something wrong, but there should be some form of consequence to their actions, because there is absolutely none at this point. Because, I mean, look at in Super Nanny. Why do you think people have to call her? Because they don't know how to discipline their kids. They don't know how to make it so their kids are not problematic, that they have to call her. American is in the phase of you're not allowed to discipline your kids, or boo-hoo, it's abuse, when what it is teaching your kids at an early the consequences of your action. While abuse does happen, there is a fine line between discipline and abuse, and parents' job to regulate it. Exactly. There really is a fine line between discipline and abuse, and I feel that what my parents did, and from my view of it, was purely discipline. It was never abuse. I never saw what they did as abuse, but if I was to describe the things that they did to any white person or any person from a first world country who never had to experience the things that I did to become the person that I am, they would think it's abuse. I feel that the things my parents say are more abusive than the things that my parents did to me when I was a child to discipline me. Like, the things that they said emotionally hurt me, mentally degraded me, to the point where I have well, to the point where I have severe depression. But that's besides the point. Like, what they did to discipline me and make me know that I have consequences to the actions that I do is not abuse. I don't see it as abuse. I saw it as discipline. Looking at it from as an adult, I saw it purely as discipline. If anything was abusive, it was the emotional turmoil that they put me through verbally after I came here, when I actually had to think about like what I wanted to do as a career. Anything before that, they were nothing but gold. Except for the times where I actually had to learn the things, you know, consequences of my actions. But other than that, my parents have been absolutely great parents, but the way that they communicate might be a little bit iffy because, you know, back in the day, but like in terms of discipline, yeah, no, I wouldn't see it as abuse, but people over here, people over in America would see it as abuse. Like, no joke, they would. It's like people will go on TikTok and cry and say, oh, my parents are abusing me and my parents are hitting me. Why though? Why were they doing it in the first place? You're not giving the full picture. You're purely saying like, oh, my parents hit me. Bruh. I have been whacked by a cane. A cane made from a bamboo stick. Do you know how much that shit hurts? And you guys are saying, oh, my parents hit me with what? Their fists? One, you guys are pussies. Two, they probably didn't abuse you. They probably hit you because you did something that pissed them off. You probably broke a vase or something. I don't fucking know. But bitch, don't go on TikTok and be like, oh, my parents hit me. It's abuse. They've never hit me before. God. And if you don't teach a kid the consequences to their action at an early age, they become an adult that don't know. I assume you mean don't know right from wrong and are spoiled and fucked up. You're then an adult, the consequence. Exactly. Like, getting slapped or getting hit is not as severe a consequence as what you get as an adult. As an adult, if you steal something, or if you break into someone's car, or if you break someone else's property, you could go to jail, you could get fined, you could end up really fucked up because, you know, jail is one heck of a place. Like, what the heck? I really don't get why people spoil their kids. There is no point in spoiling your kids, because if you spoil your kids, I'm not talking like as a parent, but I am talking as life experience, because I've seen like how my aunt, my uncle raised their kids, how my parents raised us, and how other people raise their kids, and what I see out in the world. Because every time, I kid you not, when a kid wants something and you go to a shopping mall and they want something, they will yell for it, they will cry for it, and they will not leave that store until they get it. I was never allowed to do that. If I did that, I would be an embarrassment to the family. I would get disowned. Like, what the fuck? This is also why I don't want to have kids. Like, one of the reasons because I don't particularly like kids, but the other reason is like, I don't want to raise my kid in a place where other people don't know how to raise their kids or cannot raise their kids properly. I've seen a spoiled kid walk through life without problem when he walked up to a group of guys thinking that he could scream and degrade them until they put him in the ER because he never learned as a kid. Yeah. Oh my god, you just saying that reminded me of that, like, oh, my darling angel could never do anything wrong. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate when parents are like, oh, he's an angel though, he could never do anything wrong. Bruh, your kid is not the apple of your eye if he's saying shit like, oh my god, your Tabby's mom's a slut. Like, bitch. He is not an angel, okay? No fucking way. Are you teaching him words like that? Nah.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so polite. You learned fast. Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me. It's a tale that I'll never, ever forget.
I just will. I really would never be able to get my head around the things that people allow their kids to do. I will never get my head around it. I never will. I never want to. Because I would, if I had a kid, I would never let them get away with screaming and shouting in the store because that's embarrassing, one. And two, do you have any idea how much that hurts the ears? Bruh, I have wolf ears. That shit hurts 10 times more. My ears are sensitive, they're delicate things, and hearing a child scream out in the open is not the most pleasant thing to hear. It really isn't. And I highly doubt it's pleasant for you humans to hear either. I can't imagine it is, and yet you still willingly listen. Growing up, if I did something bad, I got my ass whooped, or the belt, and I learned someone should and shouldn't do. It's the words they said that fucked me up. Yeah, exactly. It was never the disciplining that fucked me up, because the disciplining I felt, in my eyes, felt very valid in the things that I did, and then what the consequences I have procured. Most of the time it was just do chores, but there were occasions where I got my ass whooped. But it really depends on like the crime, quote unquote, in question. But yeah, it was always what they said that really fucks with you. Cause what my parents said to me during the time of me being in school up until college, that shit really fucked me up. And it gave me this sense of I can't trust my parents anymore kind of thing. And then it brought me to this point where, you know, I have depression. But yeah, in my eyes, I never saw what they did as abusive. I only ever saw it as like, oh yeah, it's just them teaching me a lesson. Because there's a consequence to everything that you do. And you have to learn those consequences, whether they're big or small. And I knew exactly why my parents stopped disciplining us the same way that they did back at home, is because we have come to a white cultured country where we are not allowed to do that freely, because if we were, it would be viewed as abuse. That is the only reason I feel I can think of right at this moment why they stopped disciplining us the same way that they used to, because we definitely did many mistakes that would normally be a cause for disciplining, but we never were, because this is a white cultured country where we're not allowed to just discipline our kids the same way that we do in Asia. Oh, whoops. Everything I did wasn't enough. I should afford it. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I actually got compared to my sister. That was pretty terrible. They're like, oh, why can't you be more like your sister? Why can't you be this? Why can't you be that? It really gets to you.
Victory is almost ours! Paimon thinks you've earned yourself a new title, Favonius Fish-Catching Extraordinaire! Yeah, you nearly got him! Whew, that was a tough fight!
It really does just get to the point. But
You've got
yeah.
it! You got it! Whoa! Nice catch!
I'll never understand it.
Steady now! It's the final... Whoa! Nice catch!
That's fishy. I think also discipline changes as a kid grows up until he is an adult, and it's up to himself to keep himself in check and suspect. Exactly. Exactly. It's just like, to me it's just the fact that they don't think that it's necessary to discipline their kids anymore. But it's also that fear of, oh, if I discipline my kid, I'll be accused of abuse. Because kids these I sound fucking old, but kids these days, and I really mean it, kids these days think that they can escape with anything just by posting it on TikTok and saying, oh, my parents abused me, oh, my parents hit me, oh, this, oh, that. No, okay, no. Like, I very scarcely believe when a kid goes on TikTok and is like, oh, my parents abused me, look what they did. Cause there's just so much of it, to the point where you can't really tell if it's real or not anymore. And most of the time it might just be that the kid is saying it just to get out of the fact that their parents are hitting them as punishment. And then they cry abuse, and then their parents get a bad name. And then there's also the case of that if like that specific kid was found, like whoever finds out who the parents is, there's a chance that that kid's parents would lose their job over it. I have not seen it happen, but I've heard it could happen. Because, you know, companies don't want, like, people with bad reputations or bad names. Or are like, you know, child predators or child abusers to be in their company and be a representative of their company. So they fire them. These kids don't realize that they can potentially get their parents sacked. And then what? And then what? Your little video of you saying that your parents abuse you isn't exactly gonna be monumental and push you up in the algorithm of TikTok. It's not gonna happen. It just isn't, okay? So put your phone down, shut the fuck up, and unless they're actually doing some serious abuse, nah. I just don't get it. Yeah, they do. It does. Yeah, exactly. And then there's also the fact that because of this, they will let anybody tell them whatever. It's like they will let anyone online be like, oh yeah, your parents hit you just that one time? Oh, that's abuse. That's abuse. I'll never understand it. I will never understand it because there's no discipline, there's nothing. There's no discipline, there's no view of right and wrong for these kids, and they'll just do whatever. Some kids, some miracles do happen, and then there are some angels who end up coming out from the dirt, and they are the most wonderful children to be around. I have been around like 4-year-olds and 10-year-olds, like around like a shopping mall area, and they've been the most wonderful kids you could possibly be around. Because I remember that one of them, I think I accidentally bumped into them and they said sorry to me, and I was supposed to say sorry to them. I was like, oh, they said sorry to me, and I was supposed to say sorry because I bumped into them. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, they're the most wonderful children to be around when they're raised correctly, but there are a lot of monsters. Yes, Bowser, I am in fact ending. I went a half an hour too long because I have been talking for a lot of this stream, and I do mean talking. I have been talking. We went over so many things. So many things. Yeah. I grew up playing Modern Warfare and I learned to cuss like a sailor from that. Yeah. And what's funny is you can also find like those diamond in the roughs from online on the on Valorant and on Modern Warfare and on Call of Duty. You can find the most wholesome kids on there. And you're just like, why aren't there more of these kids? Why can't there be more of these kids where they're where they actually think that everything is nice, everything is fun, the world is great, and you should be polite, and if you did something wrong, you should say sorry. If you see something happening that could be wrong, you say, hey, that's wrong, or even you don't scream in a fucking shopping mall. That would be fucking nice. The amount of time, if it's a baby, if it's an infant, I understand why they're crying. It's fine. But if they're like at the age where they can walk and they can understand, they should not be screaming out in the store because they want that big old teddy bear. They should not be screaming out in the store just because they want that teddy bear, or they want that Lego set because it's so popular. That should not be the case. Or cry because they can't get that dog. No. No. Just no. Anyways, that is all the time we have for today. I went a bit over time, and I do need to catch some sleep, and also wash my dishes, because I haven't done that yet, and also eat the chocolate that's in my fridge. So yeah, thank you for listening to me rant, guys. This quote-unquote discussion has happened. Thank you, thank you. It seems stream elements might be working today, so. I grew up escaping in books and games as it's a wonderful world. Exactly. See, even if everything's horrible, there are places to escape to. There's online, there's books, there's games. There's so many more options now in comparison to when I was younger. Like, if you don't want to deal with your parents nagging you or anything, there's more places to go. I sent you something to help me cheer you up. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'll take a look later. And the thing is, your parents aren't nagging you because they want to nag you. They're nagging you because you're being a piss ass. I didn't like listening to my mom nag at me, but she's nagging at me for a reason. It's because I said something stupid. So she... Oh my god, I still do this thing whenever my mom asks a question where I dance around the question. I need to stop doing that. I definitely do it to her a lot and she gets pissed off. Anyways. Okay, that is all the time we have for today. If you guys have anything to say to me or anything else, you guys can contact me on the Discord server, of course. We can continue discussions there if you really wish to. So if you're not in the Discord server, do join the Discord server. We'll be back tomorrow with Cinderella's Phenomenon. It's been a bit since we played that game, so hopefully your memories are still adjusted, because it is a chat choice game where you guys will be able to choose the path that I go down based on polls that I will put in chat. So if you are interested in that game, do come over and control where we go in terms of the path. Yeah? Yeah. You don't have to put your points in. It's just a poll. Very simple stuff. Okay? So thank you, Lucy, so much for coming to today's stream. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I'm sorry I cried today. And I'm sorry I went on a ramble about children. Anyways. We're gonna hunt for somebody to raid. And while I'm doing that, if you've not followed my socials, do follow my socials if you're so inclined. I have tons of stuff, including a Patreon. You don't have to subscribe to my Patreon. Everything that's going to be on there is going to be public anyways. I'm just putting there as a way to compile all my voice acting things together. My Twitter, where all my random shit is. My obviously, if you're already here, you're following my Twitch. I pray. I have 3 YouTube channels. 2 of them I'll probably use most often, which is the official channel and the VODs channel. So, as you know, the official channel will have every other content except for VODs, and then the VODs channel will have purely VODs. I just decided to separate the 2 because I had 2 strikes and I feared for my life. I feared for my life. I really did. I really did. I was about to have another breakdown last year because I had 2 strikes on my YouTube channel saying that, hey, yeah, you got 2 strikes because you got copyright content. But that was when I was naive and a baby streamer, so yeah. What's hilarious is that it took a year and a bit before I got those copyright strikes. So I had I almost had a breakdown and I almost feared that 6 years of work would have been poof, it would have disappeared. But anyways, that's besides the point. There's a lot of other stuff on my link tree as well, including my commissions. If you're interested in commissioning me, of course it will take more time to get to than usual because, you know, school, university, yeah. Anyways, there's your raid message, everybody. And for those of you who don't have the emote, there's your raid message. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see who is online today. Really quickly, I'm just gonna boop somebody in the fucking face. Oops. Anyways, okay. Let's see who is online today. Oh god, alright. Let's see. Kyo is way too above my pay grade. Let's see who's playing some Genshin or something similar would be nice. It doesn't look like anybody's playing Genshin specifically, but there is this person that we haven't seen in a while, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I know them, but if I don't, I might be wrong. I'm just waiting for this ad to get out of my face so I can see their model and see if I actually know them or not. I'd love to raid more of my friends first before I raid people that I don't know. Why did I say that like that? I said I don't know. I don't know, guys. Oh wait, okay. We'll raid Maddie. Maddie's playing some Hades right now. Maddie's a pretty pog person, so go give them some support. I think I played some Valorant with them a couple times, so do give them some love. Maddie, there we go. Did I announce it on Twitter that I was gonna fucking stream today? Yeah, I did. I had to check. Okay. Yeah, so thank you all once again so much for coming today, and I'll see you, my little things, in the next one. Bye-bye. Hopefully next stream won't be so discussion-based. Unless you really want that. Bye!